Jake Blake with Kraft Music, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Yamaha TRBX304 bass. For a great deal, check out our bundles. We've assembled some very useful accessories into nice convenient packages, and they will save you time and money. The TRBX304 and the TRBX305, that's the 5-string counterpart, are the latest additions to Yamaha's catalog of electric bass guitars. Sleek, contemporary design, very comfortable to play, active electronics on board with a ton of options for shaping your tone. Very versatile instrument. You can use this for literally any style of music. This bass has a very slim, fast, and comfortable neck. It's 5-piece, maple and mahogany, very solid. And that kind of stability provides great intonation up and down the neck, which, by the way, is 24 frets. That's 2 octaves, kids. And if you like hanging out way up here in those higher notes, the body design really allows for easy access. As I mentioned previously, this bass has active electronics on board. And this is where it gets really cool. There's a lot of capabilities here. We've got the master volume. We have our pickup blend control, which you can go 100% to the bridge, 100% to the neck, or any point in between. And you've got your master EQ. You have bass and treble. You may have noticed a toggle switch hanging out next to the knobs down here, and on most instruments this would be a pickup selector switch, but on this we have Yamaha's own performance EQ, which essentially gives you 5 different tone profiles that you can access at literally the flip of a switch. The middle position is what Yamaha calls flat, and I figured that'd be a great place to start. We have a blank tonal canvas, and what I've done is I've got the volume all the way up, I've got the pickup blender right down the center, and I've got both the bass and treble right down the center. These knobs have notched settings here, so you can go right down the middle, and it sounds something like this. The next position down is what Yamaha calls finger. And this just gives a little bit more low end, and it rolls the top end off a bit, just kind of gives a warmer and rounder tone. And it sounds something like this. Now, if you have the volume all the way up on 10 and you need to get to 11, try the solo position. That's all the way down, and that kind of gives you an overall volume boost, particularly in the low mid-range. Sounds something like this. The position immediately above flat is called pick, and this gives a little more definition and clarity. Rolls off the low end, adds a little top end, and it sounds like this. The top position is called slap. Now what that does is give you some nice deep low end, it gives you some nice clean top end to get some of that percussiveness, and it scoops out some of the mid-range so your playing doesn't get too muddy. Now what I thought I would do is play a little fingerstyle as I have been so you hear what it sounds like in this position. You don't have to use this for slap, but it sure sounds good, and I'll play that for you too so you hear how it works. Now, Yamaha has given each one of these positions a name, but don't let these names lock you into a certain playing technique. Just because it says pick doesn't mean you have to start playing with a pick, and just because the top position says slap doesn't mean you have to go all slap happy on us. No, don't do that. Use your ears, find the position that has a tone that sounds best to you, and then sculpt it further by adjusting the master EQ or the pickup blend. Now, you may find a position on the toggle switch that works best for you and just leave it there, and that's totally cool. But keep in mind there are options available for you. If you need to have a different change up here on the fly, it's there for you. Or in the unlikely event that your bandmates grant you a bass solo and you need to kick it into high gear, you can drop this thing down into solo and make everybody's ears bleed. As I mentioned earlier, this bass has a sleek contemporary design. The body is nicely contoured with no hard edges that dig into your body. It's very lightweight, so your shoulder won't fall off. And the headstock is a little smaller than other basses, so it's very well balanced. The 304 and the 305 basses are available in several different finishes. I'm holding the mist green, which might appear a little gray from a distance, but if you get up closer, you'll notice it has a very cool green hue to it. Really awesome looking. It is also available in white, black, pewter, and candy apple red. And as a nice finishing touch, the front of the headstock is also finished with the color of the body. So there you have it, the Yamaha TRBX304 and 305 electric basses. This bass sounds great, it's very comfortable to play, and with all the tonal options you have on board, it's extremely versatile. I'm Jake Blake, thanks for watching.